Welcome to the Service Tech World. Today we are going to do AVS 1, Chapter 12, Food for All. Part 1, we are going to see this chapter in two parts from Standard 5th. Here I am going to present Savita Jagta, trained teacher from MCG.
Hello students, today we are going to deal a new topic from EVS 1, that is food for all. Now students, tell me, what are our basic needs?
Yes, teacher, I know. Food, clothing, shelter, health, and education are our basic needs.
Very good. Now we all know that food, clothing, shelter, health and education are our basic needs. Now tell me, from where do we get food?
I know, ma'am. We get food from plants. For that purpose, we sow grains in field and plant fruit trees in orchard.
Very good students. Now we will move towards how do we get this food. Students, about 60% of the land of our country is in use for agriculture. Now students, as we know, as per the condition of climate, we have divided our seasons into three, that is
Summer, winter, and rainy season.
very good. Exactly. Now students, look at the board. Like this way, the season from June to October is called the Kharif season. In this season, the crops are watered mainly by the rain. And the season from October to March is the Rabi season. In this season, rainwater that has soaked into the soil, the retreating monsoons and dew are the sources of water for the crops.
Okay students, we are going to see in detail regarding agriculture. As we know, as I already told you that 60% of the land of our country is in use for agriculture. So there are two main agriculture seasons in our country. So first one is from June to October, it's called the Kharif season. In this season, students, the crops are watered mainly by the rain. Okay, and the next one is from October to March, that is called Rabi season. In this season, rainwater that has soaked into the soil, the retreating monsoon and dew are the sources for water for the crops. In addition, some crops are grown from March to June. These are called summer crops. We'll see further. Each and every farmer wants that he should get a good harvest. So for that, what he needs? He needs availability of water, fertile land, good quality of fertilizers, and the good quality of seed. So, it is also necessary to carry out the task of tilling the land. The crop in the field must be protected and the harvested crop must also be stored safely. All these processes are important. So, we'll see the next topic, that is traditional agriculture. Traditional method of agriculture, plowing, tiling, etc. were done with the help of oxen. Okay, a moat. Now what is the moat? It is a huge leather bag which is driven with the help of oxen, was used to draw water from the well. So I'll show. See here, one leather bag is attached to that container and it is filled with water. This is the way of traditional method to give water to the plants. So this way they use oxen to water the plants. So this is called mode. Another way of flowing is also done with the help of oxen. In the traditional method of agriculture, draw water from the well, harvesting, threshing, etc. was done by the members of the farmer's family themselves with the help of oxen. However, farmers now carry out all these tasks with the help of machine. So we'll see. So this is also a traditional way to plow the land with the help of oxen. Farmers now carry out all these tasks with the help of machines. So we'll see. Instead of oxen, we carry out all these tasks with the help of machines like tractor to plow the land. And this is way to water the plant instead of mode. This is the modern technique nowadays farmers using. Now we'll see the improved methods of agriculture. Now in this, earlier it was customary to preserve the seeds of one harvest for sowing in the next season. So those seeds do not have a high yield. Nowadays, improved seeds are developed through research. Now each and every farmer is getting a good quality of seeds that are available in the market for every crop such as jowar, rice, groundnut, wheat, etc. So these have a higher yield. They can resist pest attacks. Some varieties becomes ripe for harvesting in the shorter period of time, while some give high yield even a low water supply. Now what are the modern methods of irrigation? Crops grow well if they are watered in the right time, that we know. So water from river, lakes and well is used for irrigation in addition to rainwater. So greater quantities of water are stored by building dams and bunds on rivers to obstruct the flow of water downstream. This is also helps to raise the levels of groundwater. But crops are traditionally watered through canals. However, much water from the canal is lost due to evaporation and seepage into the ground. Now certain improved methods of irrigation are used which provide enough water to the plants. So at the same time help to save a lot of water. So one method from that is drip irrigation. Now drip irrigation and one more method is there, that is sprinkle irrigation, are two of these modern methods. So we'll see the drip irrigation. So the drip irrigation method make use of pipes with holes. This ensures that the required amount of water drips only near the plants. Thus, full use of made of the available water. And what about the sprinkle irrigation? In sprinkle irrigation, makes use of sprinklers of different size that spray water directly to plants or directly on plants. So this way, this modern techniques of irrigation nowadays